I'm Alberto Murillo.
And I'm Jackson Dietrich.
And today, to start off, we're going to talk about the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks are up 3-1 against the Orlando Magic. I have them winning tomorrow, and they're going to go into the Eastern semifinals. Going to the finals, they have to put up Toronto's a good team. For the Pacers and Heat, Heat sweeping them. Get your sweepers out. They're sweeping. For Philadelphia and Boston swept them. The fans at the game, they're on the virtual. They had little sweepers, and they were live sweeping. So, and then Brooklyn and Toronto swept them. Orlando is going to lose from Milwaukee. And yeah, here we go. On to the Western Conference. I have the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks made an upset today. Doncic came in clutch, man. Nice three.
Yeah, that's that was a really good game.
It was for sure.
I put my Bleacher Report picks on him.
Yeah, I think they're getting off the slow starts.
Yeah.
They got to close out on Porzingis. They have
They really do have amazing defenders with Kawhi, probably their best defender, and then just him and Paul George are just a great duo. But honestly, I don't think that's enough to stop Porzingis and Luka.
But Paul George has been doing the best. But you have to look at the Clippers bench. The Clippers bench is phenomenal. Great defenders. I have the Clippers going 4-3. It might be just they're up. Dallas, don't hop on the bandwagon here. I'm going Clippers down at hopefully. But honestly, if you might have to win the finals. Maybe not winning the finals, but they're going to get to the finals. In my opinion. Houston and OKC. Houston winning that matchup 4-3 or 4-2 against Oklahoma City. I mean, you got frickin' James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I mean, but the issue with Houston is they have small ball. They rely on the free throws so much. So that's why they lost to Oklahoma City yesterday. And you got to go against Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Gallinari, Steven Adams. You got to go against some good players. If Houston gets there, they're going to go to the semifinals, and then they're going to lose. That's what's going to happen. Utah and Denver. I have Utah winning that matchup against Denver. I think they are ahead 2-1, and yeah, I just have they're going to lose in the semifinals. But yeah, that's what I have about the NBA. Eastern team to make the.
Okay, no. Just keep going, Landon.
Eastern team to make the NBA Finals is going to be Toronto or the Bucks. You might see Boston.
Yeah, Boston's been doing really good, to be honest. These two, just the things that's been going on today. And then you got the games tomorrow, Milwaukee and Orlando, Indiana and Miami, and then you got the LA Lakers and Portland with Damian Lillard. And just honestly, the Lakers are going to win for me. And then my predictions for the finals, in my opinion, could be Dallas and Toronto.
Would y'all like me to be completely honest with you?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think Boston's going to make it past the second round.
It does have the talent.
With Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum.
Washington's a fantastic team.
They are.
Get there. I mean, you got
Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown. The talent is there for them.
Jason Tatum. You got to look at Daniel Tice, Wanamaker. You got some great players on that team. I'm just saying that Marcus Smart has literally been the most clutch person other than Jason Tatum on that team. The game they played against Philadelphia, he made a steal. It won him the game. That guy comes in and does his job like he should. A great defender. I mean, he's Marcus freaking Smart. He's a gritty type of player. He's like a Patrick Beverly. You want those players. Those players are such an impact on your team.
Yeah, you just want insanely great defenders. And like I said, there's a bunch of good matchups here that have been going on. But Boston, I feel like they have a good chance of making it past the second round, but in my opinion, they probably won't. And you got Toronto just sweeping Brooklyn for the first time. Yeah, and Kemba Walker, but you do got Toronto sweeping for the first time ever Brooklyn Nets.
IU shooting guard Romeo Langford.
We forgot about Kemba Walker on Boston.
Yeah, I know they got Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, they got Jalen Smith, just all those players. But yeah,
you gotta look at with Toronto. I don't think Milwaukee's gonna make it because they rely on their three point shooters so much. Giannis, he can shoot a little bit, but he ain't like Stephen Curry.
No, Giannis is definitely a paint player.
Bombs. I mean,
in the paint is where Giannis is.
There's been Chris Middleton is out to a slow start. Eric Bledsoe, both are out to slow starts. It's just I don't know. They're gonna need that guy. You know, they're gonna need another. They just need that guy. It's just some patience for him. You got Oladipo, but you need that other guy. You know?
Yeah, but going on.
There's no Sabonis. I feel like that's the Pacers' biggest issue right now. Is they don't have
like
that big
the clutch
man.
factor.
Yeah.
I mean, you got clutch players. I don't know. Chris Middleton's clutch too, but they have to be consistent on a nightly basis, and they have not been consistent playing. It's been Giannis Antetokounmpo who's been dominating. I mean, they have a great bench too. Don't get me wrong. Brook Lopez, he's done good too. I think. I don't honestly see them.
Yeah, but moving on to Raptors. We gotta talk about the Raptors and their first sweep, man. Come on, don't forget about my Raptors.
Be completely honest with y'all.
Yeah. Okay, look. So they got Pascal. They got Pascal Siakam. 33 minutes. They had 20 minutes. He had 33 minutes. Pascal Siakam with 20 points. Good amount of defensive rebounds. 6 rebounds in total. 10 assists. 2 steals. Just a pretty good game for him. Marc Gasol, 9 points. Pretty average game for him. Yeah, he's fallen off a lot. Ibaka, been on the bench, their center. 27 points. Led their team with points today in the game. He had an amazing game. 3 for 3 for 3-pointers, which is amazing. 12 for 14. 3 offensive rebounds. 12 defensive rebounds. 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 those. And then, honestly, they had a great game today. Swept them. Their bench had pretty decent points. Davis, 14.
Let me point this out. Toronto last year was 4th in the Eastern Conference with Kawhi Leonard. They don't got Kawhi, and they're 2nd in the East. Nick Nurse, he was Coach of the Year this year. He told Pascal Siakam, "This is your team. Your team." And I mean, you got Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby. That kid came from IU. He's developed into a big player. The reason why the Clippers and Toronto are so good is because the players and Norman Powell, they start their role. They try to be good at their role. They don't try to do too much. You know, they try to start their role and contribute to their team. That's facts.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, after Kawhi went there, there's like, this is the potential we have, and then just they created a great bond together as a team, and just made a great team after that, and then they want to keep getting championships after that. Kawhi Leonard did bring he was a great teammate, and then brought them up, and now you can see what they do if they play as a team. But just overall, great team as for the Raptors.
I don't know if y'all saw this, but Kyle Lowry left the game with apparent ankle injury today.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized that. I forgot about that.
All right, breaking news in the NBA. The Cavaliers are trying to trade for Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers best defender and best playmaker. Honestly, if I'm Cleveland right now, and if I'm having to give up Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, I mean, you could trade Kevin Love. I mean, I don't know, but if you have Andre Drummond, that was awesome. he wants to stay. He said he loved Cleveland. You bring in Ben Simmons, it's going to be an awakening. I mean, but you have to think of how much you're going to give up. You have a 5th pick in the draft this year. You got the 5th pick, so I don't know. Maybe give that up, but it might be worth it. But Ben Simmons is developing a jump shot. He shot a 3 in the bubble. I mean, it's working for him.
Yeah. Speaking of picks, what do you guys think the draft is going to look like?
Well, it's already been started. Minnesota has the first pick.
No, but what I'm asking is who do you think is going to land where?
Well, if I'm Minnesota right now, they're saying LaMelo Ball, but you got to look at Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is honestly, I feel like he could be the number 1 pick. LaMelo Ball is such a great player, in my opinion, the best ball in his family. But Anthony Edwards is just an outstanding player.
I'll tell you what, I have no disrespect against the Ball family, but
Yeah, I absolutely don't like the Ball family, to be honest.
no, I hate the Ball family so goddamn.
No filter, ladies and gentlemen, no filter.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
believe a big sleeper, Miles Powell from Seton Hall. He went off last year in the Big East. I think he could do pretty well. He could be a high pick.
Yeah.
There's Kamar Baldwin, played for Butler last year.
He got signed to. He's in Turkey. He got signed to a Turkish team. The Turkish basketball league.
But
That is exactly what I said when I first read the article. Because he could have got drafted so high, and he picked the Turkish team. Yeah.
But honestly, Charlotte had a great. They're third. They could get who's that kid that came from Memphis? What's his name?
John Morant.
No, John Morant's on Memphis now. He didn't come from Memphis.
I thought about Memphis gone.
No, he played for the University of Memphis.
Yeah. I just like to point out the fact that the Knicks get screwed over another year in the draft lottery.
Yep.
Pretty great. Sucks to be a Knicks fan.
James Wiseman only played like 15 games, but what a beast. He is a great center. He can shoot, playmate, he's a great slasher. He could go to the Warriors if they want to get him. But honestly, I don't know. LaMelo Ball was good, but his shooting was inconsistent. I don't know if the Warriors want to get him. They won't want to get a big man. They really need a big man. If Minnesota gets LaMelo Ball, I'm sorry, Minnesota. It might have been stupid because you might Anthony Edwards drop to number 3. You go to Charlotte. You never know. That would be huge for Charlotte. Charlotte needs another guy other than not Darius Garland. Devontae Graham. He was great. You need that other guy.
Also another really good pick is Wiseman.
That's what I just said.
Oh shit! I would honestly did not hear you. I'm fucking sorry.
Moving on, more NBA stuff. I just got Bradley Beal. If the Cavaliers could trade for Bradley Beal, they would have to give up Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, and future picks. I don't know if I'd go with that trade. I mean, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Colin Sexton does carry the Cavaliers.
Big time.
Garland, they try to make a CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard type duo, but bringing Bradley Beal in would be huge. But you're going to give up Colin Sexton, which would be tough. I mean, you'd probably have to give that up for Ben Simmons, but you would have to start. This would be your starting 5. This would be starting. If you got, Colin Sexton starting at point, no. If you had Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, and then you have Bradley Beal, let's say Kevin Love's still on there, and then you got Andre Drummond. That would be a good starting 5.
It really would.
Like Garland or Sexton, probably would get traded. And I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of loyal players in the NBA, to be honest, that would stay. It's not like the NFL. NFL players, they'll stay at the team for the rest of their life. O-linemen. NBA's not like that.
Hey, yeah, you got NBA players that trade to different teams, but there is some players that have stayed with their original team. Like Kobe stayed with their original team. And today was his birthday, if people didn't know that.
My favorite NBA player. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. He was actually my favorite player of all time. Got some of his shoes and
Respect to that man right there. But anyways, moving on to the NFL. What's going on in the NFL thing today? You got Earl Thomas. Yeah, yes, sir. You got Earl Thomas getting released by the Ravens, and the people that fit who he wants to be with or who's hopping on the train to get him is, I know top two is Cowboys, which is my favorite team, and I want them to honestly grab him because I've been wanting him ever since he left Seattle. And then you got the Patriots, which is honestly a fair team right now and could need him because they did lose a bunch of their players.
Honestly, yeah, okay, Earl Thomas got into a fight, yeah, but 49ers are interested in too.
Yeah.
And Houston. 49ers need him. I'm sorry to your Dallas Cowboys, but who wants to sign with the Cowboys?
What do you mean? Who wants to sign with the Cowboys?
To be completely honest with you,
No, I mean,
I do not see Earl Thomas at the Cowboys.
How? What do you mean? No, that's just stupid. No, they got hell of potential. They just had a bad coach. They had a bad coach. Yes, no. You got to listen to me. They had a bad coach. You had a bad coach at Jason. No.
Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett just sitting there.
Yes, you can blame Jason Garrett. All that man did, he did not coach well. Like, that man did not coach at all. And now we got the coach from Green Bay before. I forgot his name. But you have him now, which is a good coach who brought the Packers to the playoffs most of the year and won them a Super Bowl. And now you have CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Andy Dalton now, who I honestly would probably start with Dak. You got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. You got the defense, insanely good defense. You had probably the best line in the league, and then just a great team overall. The coaching situation is going to help us to go to the Super Bowl.
I honestly don't see him signing.
To be completely honest with you, I feel CD is better than.
I don't.
I mean, you can't say anything yet. I mean, you have seen his college. I feel like they're equal, but I feel like CD probably could.
Have you seen him in college?
Yeah, but that's college. But that's college. This is NFL. It's a whole different story.
So, fair enough.
Okay. What else?
Yeah, what else is in the news? Yeah, well, I mean, you really don't have anything in the NFL.
We have to go back to the NBA after we talk about the 500 NASCAR.
Oh, dude, I'm watching the rerun right now.
Y'all can talk about that. Y'all can talk about that. I really don't know about much, so y'all can go ahead.
500. Takuma Sato wins for the second time in about 4 years. He won again in 2017, I believe. And
yes, it was Spencer Piggott. That man hit a horrible crash. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Where the heck did Alberto go?
I don't know. He doesn't know anything about the 500, so.
So look, he should just still be here for moral support.
Wow.
See, so yeah, Takuma Sato, he had a great car, drives for Graham Rahal, Steve Rahal, Letterman Racing, Graham Rahal's dad. Great race for Takuma Sato. He did what he had to do to win that race, and he did it. Great. Scott Dixon, fantastic. Another 500 that almost won. I honestly thought he was going to win that, but...
Yeah, I thought if Piggott didn't crash, it would come down to the last lap between those two.
Yeah. I'm really frustrated that the FIA didn't allow them to race.
It's not even the FIA.
What?
IndyCar Series is their own series.
The FIA is part of it. That's the rules.
I thought the IndyCar Series was their own series.
FIA is with Formula 1 and IndyCar. They talk about the stewards. That's what they're talking about. That's so. Yeah. But Paddle Award had a great race. I honestly thought it was going to get up there. Got in traffic, the stupid lap cars. Joseph Newgarden, he's probably the best Penske car. Penske had a rough weekend.
Oh, yeah, very.
NASCAR, we're at Dover. Doubleheader this weekend at Dover. Justin Allgaier won the first Xfinity race, and Chase Briscoe finally clinches his losing streak for losing races, and he finally wins another race again. He won at the Indianapolis 500 road course. Had a great race there. Just went on a slump for a while, and badass was eating pizza. So I'm just playing. I'm a whiner. What type of pizza is it?
Cheese.
Barbecue. No barbecue chicken?
Mm-mm.
Okay, not right.
Won't lie, though.
But
Saturday race
yeah,
was pretty great.
barbecue chicken is the best flavor of pizza. Facts. Okay, I'm done talking about pizza. Moving on. We're gonna keep talking about racing. Yeah, Kevin Harvick dominated that Dover. Won that race. He won the second race. We can't hear Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. He is gone. We can't hear you.
No, I'm trying to get someone to mute their mic while they're eating.
Oh, hold on, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think you guys want to hear him eating. That's why I kind of mouthed your mic. There is one thing I do want to point out, though. In the Indy 500, it was Daly and Askew's crash. The McLaren Aero team. Yeah. Daly, it looked like when he lost it off the clipped the grass on the turn for exit. He did. He just got squeezed on that turn 4 exit.
And Oliver Askew, my lord, had a huge hit. We lost Alberto again, ladies and gentlemen. Probably going to go get some more pizza. He needs to eat. He needs he's fatty. I'm just playing. He's not fatty.
I think Daly almost looked like he saved his car.
Yeah, he saved it.
And then Askew hit him.
Yeah,
screwed it up.
Askew had to check up. And I'm glad we have Jackson here because he's rewatching the freaking 500.
I don't know. I thought I was watching the hockey game, but apparently the Indy 500's a rerun.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Stanley Cup Finals playoffs are today. I don't know much about hockey, but I hopped on the bandwagon when the Pittsburgh Penguins won. So.
Oh, the game's after. Oh, they don't start till 10:30. No, screw that.
Go Penguins.
My Blackhawks are gonna get swept by Vegas.
So Denny Hamlin won the first race for the Cup Series. Great run for Jimmy Johnson to get him closer to making the playoffs. William Byron a rough one first race, but today William Byron and Chad Knaus for Jimmy Johnson for 7 titles together, tied for the most titles in NASCAR history with Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Richard Day, some of the greatest racers, if not the greatest racers ever raced in NASCAR. But today, strong run for Jimmy Johnson. He had a penalty. He fought back up in the front. Finished third. He even took 2 tires. And he still managed to keep his teammate behind. Bad race for Matt Benedetto. He was only 9 points above the cut line before the playoffs. And we're at Daytona next weekend. Will be the end of the regular season for the Cup Series. Anything can happen there.
Daytona's
Restrictor plate, bumping, banging, side by side, 3 wide, the big one.
biggest race of the season.
Yeah, biggest race right here. Jimmy Johnson, they stay out of trouble. Max Benedetto crashes. It's over. William Byron and Jimmy Johnson are both going into the playoffs. Jimmy's just been phenomenal. I like his new crew chief. The crew chief is a very motivational person. He was telling them they had a penalty speeding penalty. He drove up 20 positions today. Or even more. On what point he had moved up 20 positions, was a 9. He fought all day today. Clint Boyer was up on the cut line earlier. Had a great race at the road course at Daytona. They had a great race at Dover. He stayed out of trouble, got some points. I mean, I don't know if he got points. They're doing it. He's been phenomenal. Well, I'm trying to think of NASCAR free agents. There is Bubba Wallace,
The WWE.
first African American racer. Well, second. He's a good driver. Races for Richard Petty. He had an offer over by Naptown Sports. You know what happened? Great racer. You might be starting with Chip Ganassi. I mean, never know that 42 car driven by Matt Kenseth was with Kyle Larson until he had a racial slur. He was singing a song and said something very inappropriate. And he was on a live stream. They were doing iRacing Simulator, and that was stupid of him. He should have been more mature. Lost his right. That's on him. Matt Kenseth, he came in. He had a couple good races. Had especially a good one at the Brickyard. That Brickyard race was crazy. My boy Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin freaking blew a tire. Something broke and smacked the wall. And Harvick won the race. But he had a car that was a couple weeks ago. But, 42 cars open. I mean, I could see Bubba Wallace going there and racing. You got Kurt Busch as a champion, what used to race for Tony Stewart, and Roush Fenway. So, never know, man. Never know. What else?
I think it's fine crazy though is Fernando Alonso. How he I think he was off one restart. What's crazy though is he got assigned for a Formula One team, Renault, I believe, and so he raced in his last Indy 500 this year because he's got a full-time ride at Renault, and he crashed out of it going down pit road, I think. So that's not the way Fernando Alonso.
Justin, end of first, Nuggets 36 and Jazz 33.
Wait, that was a 500 practice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was a 500 practice.
I was talking about Formula One here. Lewis Hamilton.
The God. I love that man.
Yeah, he's probably the greatest African American racer. But he's British, but I don't think he's just British racer of all time.
He just passed Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher was probably the greatest F1 racer to ever race. Raced for Ferrari once. He won like 5 titles. He won 2 of them with Minardi. I think that was his first team. I'm not 100% sure. But greatest racer of all time. He's leading the championship. He will tie this year if he wins the championship with Michael Schumacher for most titles. I honestly can see him winning 10 titles.
Oh, yeah. Hamilton,
I can honestly see that. F1 is not the same like it was back then. I mean,
no, it was not. No. I think my biggest thing is Williams, the race team. They very good back then, and now they cannot put up a championship point, which is always fun.
Yep. Although they have a great driver, George Russell. He went from F3 winning a title, then went to F2 in his rookie year, won that. Now he's at Williams. They have a new team owner. Hopefully they can get more investment. I think they will, and they get more investment. I can also see it contending with the midfield. Renault, McLaren, but I honestly think McLaren next season, because they're going to get Daniel Ricciardo on that team. He's a race winner. He's a racer. Red Bull races for Renault. Honestly, the bad move to go to Renault. They promised him that they'd be closer to the top 3, and they weren't. So I could honestly see him getting a couple podiums. So with Lando Norris. Lando Norris is fantastic too. They could both be contending for podiums. Look at Racing Point. Honestly, see Sebastian Vettel heading to Racing Point.
I could see that too. Because Carlos Sainz to Ferrari, I believe.
Honestly, Ferrari looks like dog crap.
Yeah, they have not been.
Other than Charles Leclerc, which somehow he's freaking doing it. We don't know how in a freaking midfield Ferrari. And this is probably a disgrace to the Ferrari fan base, because the Ferrari fans are freaking big deal. You should see the Italian Grand Prix. It's freaking loaded. There's freaking spray. It's all Ferrari. Last season, Charles Leclerc won his second race ever at Italy. Honestly, when I race F1, that's another race I try to win. I'm a great racer. enough about me. I went undefeated in my leagues. Race, you already know.
My team in F1's doing pretty good. My team in F1's looking pretty good.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't see anybody continuing. Valtteri Bottas, he had a great start.
Great start.
Max Verstappen has been coming on strong.
Yeah, he had a slow start in Austria the first race of the season. He lost power on like lap 11.
Yeah, but he's kicked it up a notch. Alexander Albon, I don't know. Just letting go Gasly and look at Albon now, I don't think that he should have done that. I mean, he had a rough year last year. I mean, but Gasly's been fantastic in that midfield Ferrari car. And Kimi Räikkönen's probably retiring.
If y'all want to go in the other room real quick, y'all can just get like your shit like put up. No, stop. No. Yeah, just go in the other room or just put the room next door.
Yeah, he's
yes.
Yeah, he's probably retiring. He's going to be signed by Nick Schumacher. They'll be driving that. Michael Schumacher's son. Michael Schumacher, he had the accident paralyzed. He can't talk. That is just sad to hear to a legend.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can talk soon ahead to races, but he can physically not move his lips. That's sad. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Last week to talk about the NBA again.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
it's Will Smith.
Bradley Beal again. And getting them. They're gonna have a big three: Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and Bradley Beal. That'd be huge.
Yeah, that would honestly. I feel like that would help him a lot. Justin, by the way, it's 40-33 Jazz and Nuggets right now. People think that Michael Porter Jr. has honestly been going off, to be honest.
A lot of people pick him, I think, not last year, the year before, because he had an injury and barely even played, and look at the teams now.
Yeah, he's Nikola Jokic, honestly a great player on that team. Bobo, great. Mike Conley, doing pretty good. Donovan Mitchell, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, I know. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I see Utah beating Denver. The way that Denver is playing is ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Jokic, he's a great player. I'm being honest. He's unathletic, but shoot, that man's fucking throwing like. If in basketball, I don't know how long the courts are, but football, I bet he can throw a 100-yard touchdown.
In my opinion, I have I have the Nuggets winning.
4-3. By how many?
I feel like they can. I feel like they can beat them. Who's leading right now? Utah lead. I feel like if the way they're playing right now, they're up by an 8 lead. If they keep playing like this, they can honestly come back. If they win this, it's tied. But they still got another 4 games to play total if they keep tying. But honestly, have Nuggets winning overall because they just got a great team.
Currently, right now, Denver is winning 43-35 with 10:30 left in the second quarter.
Thanks, man. I don't know. Just Nuggets honestly winning overall.
The Suns are interested in Anthony Davis improving their front court. They're going to try to pursue him. If I'm Anthony Davis right now, no, I'm not signing with the Suns because they're probably going to trade Devin Booker.
And that's probably a stupid trade too if the Lakers do that because if they want more championships, AD and LeBron just together, that whole team.
But AD's a free agent after this year. They already signed him a contract. He didn't sign.
He probably wanted to wait till the season was over, but he could sign. We don't know. Anything's predictable in the NBA to this day. Honestly, I don't know.
The Rockets are interested running after a force-facing five to fit their small ball lineup, that would be perfect. That would be huge. Draymond's a great player. I don't know if the Golden State would trade him at all, but I mean that would help. That would probably help Houston quite a bit. Let's look at the New York Knicks. Knicks are extremely confident they can land Joel Embiid this offseason.
No.
Do not know.
Honestly,
It is African.
The Knicks are supposed to sign Kevin Durant, and they're supposed to sign Kyrie Irving, and instead they go to Brooklyn. Great sign by Brooklyn because they traded Alan Crabb for Toronto France and
then the Nets got just two outstanding players, KD and Kyrie.
Yeah, look at Spencer Dinwiddie too.
Yeah, him. Yeah, their team's just stacked. Honestly, if KD didn't get hurt again, they honestly probably would have beat the Toronto Raptors, in my opinion. Because honestly, KD and go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. Joel Embiid, I heard that the Pacers are interested in Joel Embiid. I mean, to be honest, if they trade Joel Embiid would be a huge trade for the Pacers. I mean, I don't know how much they have to give up, but yeah.
We really don't. The Pacers really don't have like a real big man like Joel Embiid. He's the best defender in the league, and if the Pacers really got someone like him, they would the Pacers would just be on another level.
Best centers in the league are Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're gonna talk. Never mind. The Hawks are looking to drop LaMelo Ball, but we'll see. Because I think he'll probably will be picked up by then. Sacramento Kings are looking at package deals. Zach LaVine. This idea is more than no trio. De'Aaron Fox, Zach LaVine, and Marvin Bagley. Honestly, Chicago probably ain't going to give Zach LaVine up. That would be kind of dumb because he's their best player. But that would be great for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley, and Zach LaVine would be perfect.
Yeah.
Orlando Magic. The Warriors are interested in trading Aaron Gordon.
To get Aaron Gordon?
I don't know. Aaron Gordon, yeah. He wouldn't be bad necessarily. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty good, but I don't know. We'll see. J. Cole, he had an opportunity out for the Detroit Pistons, and the Hornets may consider a 10-day contract signing J. Cole, the Raptors, freaking legend. Grizzlies have picked up heavy interest in DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, if I'm DeMar DeRozan, I want to leave fantasy. I mean, I don't know if they're going to get nowhere. It might be loyal, but that would be huge for Memphis to get DeMar DeRozan.
I've just seen something pop on Instagram feed.
The Rockets are viewing Blake Griffin as a possible star to go after this offseason. Houston would have to clear cap to acquire Griffin. You think that'd be smart?
I mean,
Blake. I feel like, bit,
yeah, he does. Blake Griffin really fell off, I believe. I mean, could he pull a Jeremy Lin and Lin Sanity?
He's playing in China.
I know, but could Blake Griffin pull a next Jeremy Lin?
NBA executives believe the Warriors will heavily push Draymond Green, their future first-round picks, and the pitch to Giannis onto the Kumpo. Milwaukee ain't gonna. Hopefully they don't trade Giannis because that would be dumb. That's the best player. Houston Rockets are looking to acquire a third star along with Russell Westbrook and Harden this offseason with Kevin Love. The front office believes is the perfect fit. Honestly, Kevin Love would be perfect for that team. In my opinion, he's in the environment. He's a great team. Zach LaVine and Bradley Beal as backup options for Phil Plant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Brooklyn Nets. NBA analysis: Greg Schwartz believes Paul George and Chris Paul will join LeBron James and Anthony Davis in 2023. I do not see that happening.
Yeah. Do you think the NBA is gonna? Do you think the NBA is gonna keep doing the bubble for the next season, or are they just gonna go back to regular?
They're gonna keep the bubble, in my opinion.
I hope they at least had fans.
You got the virtual fans, bro.
Man, fuck the virtual fans, bro. That's not shit. That's just not the same.
They need to make. They gotta make the virtual fans with crowd noise. Kupo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't know if the Nets honestly would have the calorie spit the salary cap to sign Giannis. Bobo. New Orleans Pelicans are interested in trading for Bobo this offseason. They believe he's a future superstar talent and fit alongside Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Drew Holiday. Dude, Bobo would be perfect.
Bobo, in my opinion, is like insanely like way better than his father. Manute Ball was honestly good, but he was like Bobo actually gets to play at a young age, well, a good age. They never knew what age Manute Ball was because they lied about his age, but. Bobo, honestly, the first game of the bubble that he had was honestly he had a great start, showing the NBA what he could do, how he went down from knowing who his father was and who what he came down to. Honestly, a great overall player. Can get rebounds, shoot threes, just have insane amounts of blocks. Just a really great player overall.
Okay, so if the Warriors want to get Giannis, they'll have to trade Klay Thompson in any deal regarding Giannis this season. Do you think that'd be worth it, trading Klay Thompson for Giannis?
No.
Honestly, maybe, in my opinion. Giannis, I'll give Giannis a couple years with the Bucks because he does carry that team. But Steph Curry is losing all of his teammates. Yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand that. You do have their, you do have all of his teammates together, and you can't say carry because they're all. On it, what I meant was Giannis is on another level than them, but all together, those players together are really good.
Didn't he get ejected for
Headbutt, yeah, he did headbutt someone and got ejected. Yes.
Who got ejected?
Giannis a couple games ago, he got ejected for headbutting someone.
Come on, bud.
But anyway, so yeah, honestly, I give Giannis a couple years with the Bucks, and then he could get traded somewhere else. But he could be the franchise player and stay there for a while. Because Giannis, I feel like he needs a player that's the same level as him, playing top tier, best player in the league, like Steph Curry with Draymond Green and the rest of those players. Because the Warriors need to get back up there and how good they were back then. They do have no bench, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, yeah, it's just unbelievable how they don't have a bench. Honestly, if they did have a bench, they wouldn't be here. They got rid of KD, as we all know. If they trade, yeah, if they get rid of Klay Thompson, if they get rid of Klay Thompson, if they get rid of Klay Thompson and Giannis, for Giannis, then honestly, you got two All Stars and that's outstanding players on the same team. A shooter like Steph Curry and a guy that can steal the ball. And then you got Giannis, who's just a fucking freak who can shoot, rebound, steal the ball, rebound it, and then just a great player overall, to be honest.
So the Phoenix Suns are interested, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I honestly don't see. I don't think the Warriors would. He wants to stay there the rest of his career. I don't. We'll see, but we heard that the Golden State Warriors are interested in Rudy Gobert. That'd be huge. In exchange, they'd have to trade him in exchange for Draymond Green. That would be huge. I'd go that all day. Draymond Green would be trade him for Rudy Gobert and some picks. But I don't think Utah would let go of Rudy Gobert. I wouldn't see that happening.
It's just in Kyle Lowry to have MRI on foot.
Yeah,
Bleacher Report, the source.
Yeah, okay. What happened? What did he injure?
Ankle. What I saw on ESPN was apparent ankle injury, but it's a foot now. So, and I just now realized Alberto's gone again. As I just looked up from my phone.
Bro. Oh, here I was gonna talk about. Okay, here we go. Phoenix Suns have been talking on guard Lonzo Ball. The Pistons, Suns, and Bulls have all emerged as the top teams looking to land Lonzo Ball. With the Detroit Pistons looking to pair him up with his brother, which they're not even the top pick this year, so we won't know.
Oh.
Would that be huge for Detroit, the Suns, or the Bulls to get Lonzo Ball?
If I'm being completely honest, I feel Lonzo's a bust. I feel he's very underperforming.
I wouldn't say that. He had a lot of drama in freaking Los Angeles. I mean, he did emerge. He did
emerge. Don't get me wrong. He did emerge, but if he can stay out of...
He had a better year.
I feel like it's his dad that ruins it. I feel like it's
that's what I thought.
LeVar ruins it for every ball member. Every person in the ball family, LeVar ruins it.
He just has to get more consistent, you know. That's all he needs to do.
LeVar thinks he's MJ.
Okay, this was through the bubble, okay? So Utah, he beat the Jazz, and then he went against the Clippers. He didn't perform the best. Then he played the Keys. He had 16 points. He averaged 11 points in the regular year, 37% against 7.5% three-point percentage. The field goal is what concerns me. 40% is not good. 7 assists, 1.4 steals, and 6 rebounds. That's huge.
Yeah. But that's just all you gotta make that better. 40% is really not that good. If you want to improve, you gotta improve that shot. But now that is all we have for today. That is all we have for the Naptown Sports Network. I'm your host, Alberto Murillo.
Your host.
I'm saying all together, like we're our host.
Okay.
Thank you for tuning in.
This is Naptown Sports Network. We will see you on the next time. We will see you on the next. We will see you next time on. Tune in next Friday and Sunday. We're gonna do 2 times. We'll follow our social medias. We will link it whatever we can. We'll keep you informed on anything that you have or anything that goes on in sports. And yeah, we'll put our social medias down soon. And yeah, this is Naptown Sports Network, and we'll see you next time.